We're a Google partner for quite a while. We use a lot of different communication and collaboration tools to implement in our client's company, but Google is a strong partner for us and definitely one of the leading tools when it comes to collaboration. As you can see, another day of Oktoberfest. It's not that I walk around like this all the time at home. And what I want to do today, I have the chance to interview Michael. He is the director for Google for Work here in Europe and also in the Middle East. I want to find out how he uses the tool himself, but also how he sees the future of work with these kind of tools. I definitely need to get on the road now. So, communication is everything. I just realized Michael and I had a different time. I had 8:15 and he's there already. 8 o'clock. It's 8:05 now. I need 10 more minutes. Ja, lass uns nehmen. Hello, good morning. This is your camera. This is exclusive.
Okay.
I won't sit in this camera. We're in Munich today. It's Oktoberfest Day, partner meeting for the Oktoberfest. I'm here with Michael. You have a large team, so give a quick introduction how your team looks like, so that people get an understanding what is Google for Work, Google Enterprise, like this whole idea behind the Google Cloud.
So as you said, I have a fairly spread out region. So my region spans Germany, Austria and Switzerland, and then the whole of Central Eastern Europe, so all the way out to Russia. And then Middle East and Africa, so all the way down to South Africa. And pretty much in all the different places in the region we're doing business. And my team's interesting because I would say I have a team of highly skilled entrepreneurs that take full accountability of their countries. I have people in Germany, in Switzerland, in Austria, of course, but also in Israel, in Dubai, in Warsaw, Poland, in Bucharest. So all over the place.
I'm personally using Google Apps for Work for a long time. I used it in my very first business in 2007 when it just came out. And then I scaled my second business based on Google. And that's how my third business started, because I saw the potential of that product. What will the future look like? Like how much power does Google put into that product?
I think right now we're kind of catching up in the enterprise. Almost if you want to see the future of the enterprise, you just look at your own living room and how you actually deal with IT. So you sit on the sofa, you have your tablet, you have your mobile phone, you probably get on a video conference, you're in social networks. That means you connect with people with other means than email. And you seamlessly move between devices. That is not necessarily reality when you actually hit your office.
Yeah.
So I like the comparison that at home, we kind of sit in a Ferrari and then we go, and nothing against the Volvo, but in the enterprise space, we often sit in a beat up Volvo.
Yeah, I see what you mean. What would you say is the future of work in the next 5 to 10 years for companies? What is a big shift that we may be still lacking?
IT companies are a bit guilty. So we've taken an old process, which is about you create a document, then you send it around, and then you ask people for comments, and then you consolidate, and then you have 20 different versions of that document. IT has basically taken this process and digitized this process. So instead of writing a note and sending it around via a yellow envelope, today we're writing a note and we're sending it out via email, and then people comment. It's all about individual productivity. And I think we're going to go into this world of collaborative productivity, which is we're going to work on one version of the truth, we're going to edit one document at the same time, and we're going to eliminate some of this process that is really hindering progress. So if you purely use email, there's a huge source of confusion. So I like to get on the phone, I like to get on a video conference. Actually, I like to see people when I talk to people. And if you look at my region with more than 100 countries, the potential for confusion, cultural confusion, is immense.
Yeah.
So if you could use other tools which are more picturesque, which allow people to immerse themselves into situations, I think could be very helpful in communication.
You have a very diverse team to lead, and at the other hand, you also have a very spread out region. So I made a video about distributed teams and how we put that in the company DNA. What is a leadership advice you could give people when you say, I have tools and I have people and I've seen very many different cultures that I need to bring together?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm a strong believer in still personal contact as well. So I do make an effort to actually visit people, feel people, and spend time with people. I think that's important. Also getting our partners together like we do today. I think once I've built this rapport, we can perfectly well communicate through video conferencing, and I try to get people together on a weekly basis where we get into a big hangout. From a cultural perspective, I will not be able to serve everybody. So I'm a strong believer in being authentic, because I don't have to spend part of my energy just playing a role which I'm not.
Yeah.
And then people deal with, he's the German, and there are certain personality traits that come with a German. And I think it's that diversity that makes our team strong.
What was the tool that you loved before you get to know the Google environment?
Can I tell you the truth? I mean, so I joined Google, and then I did with conviction, and I changed completely to all the Google tools, and that was like 5 years ago. And for the first couple of weeks, I did miss maybe Excel a bit, and then I missed PowerPoint, and I have to admit our presentation software was like 5 years ago. So we add about 200 new features a year to Google Docs. So the initial change, and I would say our own change management at Google wasn't that strong, so people just left me by myself, which we don't advise our customers to do, so we advise them to go through a change management process. If you ask me what did I love in the past, I think I always loved video conferencing. I liked the ease of Hangouts. I still remember the times when I was trying to get Link to work.
As I'm a strong believer in messaging, I work with a lot of young companies, and you released now Allo a couple of days ago actually to the public. Could you imagine that this will become a very important business tool as well? How do you see messaging and that, especially that tool?
Yeah, I think especially if we look at the next generation of knowledge workers, if I look at that, then I see students today, and sometimes I get the opportunity to speak at universities or schools, not so much, but at universities, and I see a slightly different culture, so like email is not hip at all. A lot of conversation is going on in WhatsApp or other media messaging. So yes, I see a potential for shift. I'm not sure I'm personally the leader of this shift. I think I'm probably more a unified communications guy. I could see that there could be a strong impact, yes.
So when we have new clients, I always get one question, usually from the older guys. They always ask me, what do you do if you have no internet with these tools? What do you answer? What's your answer?
Jesus. I mean, first of all, I don't really remember. So I think the last time I had no internet was when I was living in Rome, and we had like a complete power outage. Actually, even then I had internet because I had my cell phone. If I have no internet on a plane, I actually watch a movie, to be honest, and I quite enjoy it for those moments. I think the time where I have no internet is almost not there, to be honest.
Then your answer is similar to my answer. I always ask back, I don't get that question. I don't understand the question. Okay, I think that's a good ending, and we will cover some pictures from the Oktoberfest maybe today.
Let's do this in the beginning.
Okay,
Christoph.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.